In your headlines, Omicron variant has been discovered. Updates on the recent sloop tragedy, and the Writers' Society hosts book fair. From the PTV Broadcasting Headquarters in Providenciales, your number one source for news, I'm Erica Pinales, delivering the latest from across the country this Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. Right to your door, Newswatch starts now. The Writers' Society hosted their first book fair prize-giving ceremony in downtown Butterfield Square on Friday, November 26th. Here's more. Sources tell us that the purpose of the competition was to raise awareness of writing in our society. The Writers' Society said, "We wish to expose our children to writing and its rewards. We want to nurture writers in the TCI to pursue and honor their writing skills as we seek to capture the history of the TCI through our writings." 17 schools were in participation, which included primary, middle, and high schools. Overall, they had 89 submissions throughout the TCI. Mills Institute took prize for most entrants to the competition with second and third place finishers in the primary fable category. Melancia Austin was the first place finisher with a fable. South Caicos' Marjorie Baston High School took home the first and second prizes, while Precious Treasures took home third prizes. In the high school category, Marjorie Baston took first and second, while the Clement Howell High School took home third. The society tells us that the competition was for all islands, not only for children, but adults too. For the adult category, they had 7 scripts, to which resulted in the victory of Sandra Garland, who's been writing for many years for her story, A Day in the Life of a Salt Raker Family. Benjamin Roberts, another Grand Turk native, took home second place, and lastly, Kendley Smith, former high school student, took home third prize. The Writers' Society ended with saying, "We wish to thank all participating schools who took the time to prepare the children for the competition and encourage those who did not participate to buy into the need to increase the writing skills of our children, not only locally but throughout the Caribbean and beyond. The adult population tend to be fearful of writing. However, we will be hosting a number of workshops, not free, to assist writers in developing their styles." Curfew is officially lifted for the TCI as promised by Ministry of Health officials and their team. However, everyone is asked to remain cautious and continue to adhere to COVID prevention protocol.
It's been a mere 24 hours since curfew has been officially lifted in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and it seems that persons aren't as excited as we thought they'd be. For months in 2020, residents in the TCI openly expressed their disappointments with lockdown and the implementation of curfew, as government sought ways to balance lives and livelihoods in combating the deadly coronavirus. As a means of pulling back on more severe measures like lockdown, grounded flights, and working from home, officials decided to open the country and instate a 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. curfew through to December 1st, 2021. But on reversal day, as we drove around the country last night, roads, like days of curfew, were surprisingly still empty. It seems residents have adjusted to the new way of life. Now, perhaps this is because the lift occurred throughout the week, which we assume would have been strategy in preventing a gather shock past the previous 1 a.m. curfew. So what does the 1 a.m. curfew lift mean for the country? It simply means that persons are now permitted to remain outdoors past 1 a.m. without repercussion. However, while restaurants, bars, and nightclubs are still under a mandate for closing times, their on-property capacities have increased. Persons are asked to continue to practice social distancing, mask wearing, and all prevention measures, especially in the light of this new variant, whose severity researchers are still working to piece together.
It's time for a quick break. When we return, more Newswatch.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to Newswatch. A further update on the recent Haitian tragedy. Police are continuing their search for escapees and those who may have perished at sea. Take a look.
The search continued today, Thursday, December 2nd, in the Northwest Point area for more bodies of Haitian nationals who may have drowned at sea. This is following Monday night's tragedy, which saw the MVC Guardian colliding with an illegal sloop and causing several people on board the small vessel to fall overboard. Some persons were captured, and a search of the surrounding areas as well as the water was launched. When the search and rescue mission continued into Tuesday morning, police say they were able to recover 64 people from the water, but unfortunately, 7 had already died. The search has been ongoing since that time, but as at time of press, no other bodies were recovered. However, the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force, with the support of partner agencies, removed the sunken vessel from the Northwest Point area for processing and demolition. The 80 irregular migrants rescued by Marine Branch officers and apprehended on foot are in custody of the TCI Immigration Authority for processing and repatriation. Police say investigations are still being carried out into this matter. For PTV News Watch, I am Delana Iles.
As suspected by U.S. health officials since learning of its emergency in South Africa, the Omicron variant has been discovered in the United States. Newswatch has more.
Newswatch made an attempt at contacting Minister of Health Honorable Jamel Robinson to gain some insight into what proactive measures the TCI has put in place in light of the spread of the new Omicron variant as the country, too, lifts its curfew measures. However, calls to Honorable Robinson proved futile. Health officials have announced that the second case of the Omicron variant was detected in the United States. The Biden administration, reacting to the news, is pushing the COVID-19 booster to decrease any severe outcomes that may arise as they piece together more surrounding the transmissibility and severity of the new variant. The Omicron variant has been detected in 2 U.S. states, with Minnesota confirming a case Thursday, a day after the first was announced in California. The revelation of this new variant has produced the possibility of a vaccine mandate for the United States for domestic flights, along with even stricter requirements for international travelers entering the U.S. The country has barred nearly all foreigners who have been in one of 8 southern African countries from which the variant emerged. On Tuesday, the CDC directed airlines to disclose names and other information of passengers who have been to those countries. It is pretty much common knowledge that the TCI sees most of its tourists from the United States, and it is only a matter of time before an announcement is made of its detection here on our grounds. Newswatch will, of course, keep you updated.
It's time for a quick break. When we return, more Newswatch.
This is a reminder that all PTV service accounts are due on the first day of each month. Accounts should be brought up to date by the 28th of the month to avoid disruption in service. Payments may be made on our office at Stubbs Diamond Plaza, Providenciales, Mides Plaza, North Caicos, and Airport Road in South Caicos. Payments may also be made online using Scotiabank, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. Please allow 3 business days for online payments to be processed. We thank you for your cooperation.
Here's your weather forecast for December 3rd, 2021. On the nation's capital, Grand Turks, on Friday, partly cloudy skies, high 82, low 77, winds east-northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. For South Caicos, on Friday, partly cloudy skies, high 82, low 77, winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. For North and Middle Caicos, on Friday, sunshine and mixed clouds, high 82, low 77, winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. For Parrot and Pine Key, on Friday, sunshine and mixed clouds, high 82, low 77, winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Providenciales, on Friday, sunshine and mixed clouds, high 82, low 77, winds northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now for your sunrise and sunset. Sunrise 6:14 a.m., sunset 5:07 p.m. For your high tides and low tide, high tides 6:13 a.m., 6:37 p.m., and low tides 12:38 a.m., 12:38 p.m. And that's it for your weather forecast. We'll be right back for more News Watch.
Here at People's Television, we're more than just your leading news and entertainment services. We are
spreading the gospel.
We are breaking barriers.
We are preserving the culture. Each one, teach one.
We are committed to excellence.
We're creating change.
We are creating memories.
We are the future.
I am PTV.
I am PTV. I am PTV.
I am PTV.
We are PTV.
We are continuing the legacy. We are PTV.
Welcome back to News Watch. So many interesting stories have emerged this week, but here's another one that made this edition of News Watch.
Police are calling on anyone with information into a shooting incident in Snake Hill Providenciales to contact them as soon as possible. A statement from the police on Wednesday evening says that sometime around 9:30 p.m. on Tuesday, November 30th, officers attached to the Serious Crimes Unit responded to reports of a shooting. Upon arriving at the scene, officers found out that a 36-year-old man had been taken to the hospital via a private vehicle after being shot multiple times. According to reports, two men dressed in all black came out of nearby bushes and fired shots in the direction of the victim. Police report that the 36-year-old man is now in a stable condition. As at time of press, no arrests have been made and investigations are continuing. Anyone with information about this shooting can call Crime Stoppers privately at 1-800-8477 or call 911. For PTV News Watch, I am Delana Isles.
We have amazing vendors out here today, local vendors that are selling products and providing amazing produce for you all to get and take home with you and use and eat our local foods as well. And they're going to come up and introduce themselves. I want to thank my team, the National Trust team, for putting this together. This is amazing. They work very hard to make sure that they are showcasing our heritage and culture here in the Turks and Caicos Islands. So thank you so much.
David Bowen, TCI Ambassador, was one of the culturalists at the event, sharing important parts of our Turks and Caicos history and culture.
Some of you might know me from my 14 years as Director of Culture, and others might not know who the hell I am. So I'm sure by the end of this presentation, you know a little bit more about your TCI culture, your history, and your heritage. So what I have here is a number of items that I want to speak about, and they all came in my grip. You all know what a grip is? A grip is a suitcase. So back in the day, you would hear your grandmother or your grandfather or your ma and pa say, "Get the grip, we're going traveling." So under the table here, I have my red grip. Everything you see here came out of that grip.
The executive director of the National Trust explained that the open market took place to showcase the talents and hidden gems of the TCI.
So today we had an open market day at Cheshire Hall Plantation to showcase local vendors and local products and services that is here in Turks and Caicos, specifically on Providenciales. And it was just a great opportunity for individuals to come, share their business with the public, with visitors coming here, with our tour operators that bring guests here as well. And again, just showcase our heritage. We also had Mr. David Bowen here to talk about our culture, tell us some stories from around the Turks and Caicos Islands, which was wonderful. And we're really hoping to have this as a monthly event, again, to showcase our Turks and Caicos culture and heritage.
She further explained the significance of hosting such event.
The purpose of hosting an event like this, again, is to showcase the culture and heritage of the Turks and Caicos Islands, to showcase our cuisine, our local foods, our sweets, to showcase the local products here that highlight Turks and Caicos as well, and also just to engage the public, engage the youth and students who came out to visit today, to elaborate on the history here at Cheshire Hall as well. We took persons on tours. A lot of persons had a lot of interesting questions that they weren't knowledgeable about and now gained further knowledge about their history and their culture.
Penn explained that the National Trust's program team planned the event, engaged local vendors and other culturalists to achieve the overall success of their open market day.
The Turks and Caicos National Trust History and Culture Conservation program team wanted to put an event together, again, to showcase the culture really of TCI. Really focusing on Cheshire Hall. So, you know, we have an amazing team. They reached out to the various vendors around Providenciales specifically and North Caicos to come and share with the public, again, their products and their services. So the team reached out again to the vendors. Also, they engaged local musicians as well to showcase the local music here, Ripsaw music here, Rake and Scrape music here in Turks and Caicos. And, you know, I feel like the vendors definitely enjoyed being here. They definitely enjoyed showcasing their products and their services. We hope that in future we will have other vendors that want to come out and support and, you know, showcase their products and their materials as well.
She described the inaugural event as being exciting and auspicious, as something that could possibly be long-term and held more frequently, as she closed by thanking the public.
We just want to thank those who were able to assist the Turks and Caicos National Trust for the event today. You know, it definitely takes a community to bring events like this together. We do want to let the public know, you know, you can become a member of the Turks and Caicos National Trust. You can visit us at our website, www.nationaltrust.tc, and click join and become a member of the Turks and Caicos National Trust and support. And this will be a way to support your heritage and your culture, you know, and be a part of the initiative and the mission here to showcase and spread knowledge about the Turks and Caicos heritage and culture and the environment as well.
For PTV Newswatch, I'm Erica Pinales. That brings us to the end of this edition of The Real News. I hate to leave you so soon, but of course, you can join us right back here every weekday at 6:30 p.m. and tap into our media platforms at www.ptv8tci.com. I'm Erica Pinales, keeping you informed, updated, and affiliated. Until next time.